Bring it back. 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 Bring it back.
This is very hard to explain because this is a complex technology, but
From the And the Groove Remains production team studios in the Netherlands. My name is 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗄 and welcome to this live stream. My mission is not to sell as many apps as I can. No, my mission is to educate, teach and help you with audio track collection management and conversion for DJs, so you save yourself some time for the fun and creative part of being a DJ. Before we head into the live stream, let me quickly introduce myself as I do each week. My name is 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗄. I am a 58-year-old dude from the Netherlands. I had my first DJ residency at the age of 15, which means this is over 40 years of DJ experience in the flesh. I am no longer an active DJ. I call myself a retired DJ. I do a few gigs a year, but nothing even close to what it used to be. However, you may know me from a little app that I wrote, and that is called the DJ conversion utility that allows you to convert between various DJ software, maintaining your cues, your loops, your playlists and all that other good stuff, so you can try something else out without having to redo everything that you did in the past. Each Tuesday, 7 o'clock p.m. Central European Time, I host this Ask Me Anything live stream where we talk about DJ tech stuff and DJ nerd stuff, and you can ask me all kinds of questions in the chat, and I try not only to answer those questions but where possible also to demonstrate it or send you the link to one of the tutorials where I speak about that. And because I do this all live, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch and Instagram at the moment. However, the comments you might type on Instagram I cannot see. I can only see the comments coming from YouTube and from Twitch and from Facebook. So if you want to be part of the conversation, go to YouTube preferably, or Facebook or Twitch, so you can also talk to me. And after this stream I will take down the archives on Facebook and on Twitch, so there will only be one archive, namely on YouTube, and that archive will get a time index below it the next day. That's something I do the next day after the stream. This video is not monetized, which means you don't see any commercials. Reason for that is I hate commercials myself, so I don't want to waste your time with them either. But that also means that my videos are a little bit harder to be discovered by the YouTube/Google algorithms. So if you like what I'm doing, I kindly request you to put the thumbs up under the video, like, share, subscribe, or leave a comment below the video. And that will make the videos a little bit easier to discover for the people that might need the specific information that I talk about in the video. And talking about live stream, let's say hi to the people that are already joining us in the chat. Waden, yay, 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗄, I haven't tuned in so long. Good to see you, Waden, and we are still going strong here, buddy. Lab1 Audio, good evening, 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗄. Good evening, Lab1 Audio. Oh, Lab1 Audio is Eddie Broom. Alright, Eddie, welcome. DJ 𝐥𝗵𝗄, good evening, 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗄. Good evening there. Rukus Manta, what's good? That is Darukus, my friend from California. All is good here, buddy. Good to see you. And let's see, Do the DJ, happy Tuesday, 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗄, and all friends. I hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving this week. Ah, that's right, Friday is Thanksgiving, Thursday is Thanksgiving, of course. I'm thankful for you, 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗄, and all the help you provide to our company. Big ups. You're more than welcome, though, and I really appreciate you hanging out with all the other usual guys, hanging out each Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. with me. So that's all good. I have to admit, I don't have many topics that we need to speak about. There are some things happening in the world of DJing that I want to discuss, and those we will discuss. But that also means that unless somebody has a very interesting question that involves a lot of demonstration and time, this will be a short video. No biggie, and yes, that is maybe a little change from the past videos because we had pretty long videos before. DJ Matt is also joining us. Good evening, 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗄. Hope all is well with you. All is great here. Thank you very much. And Pascal Ridder, hello there. Hello, Pascal. Good to have you with us. Let's see, what do I have on the agenda? First of all, our friends from Algoriddim released a new version of their app, Algoriddim DJ. There is not much new inside that update. They fixed something with cues and loops that were not important If it's the first time DJ sees the tracks with the one library, as you can see, then the Rain1 MK2 has added some support modes, and of course we got the always there various bug fixes and improvements, which we don't know what it's all about, but that is there, and okay, it is what it is. Then there was an update from our friends from Engine DJ, and that update also is not really, it's more a maintenance update than anything else, but what has been fixed, and then you have to make a distinction between the Engine OS and the Engine desktop versions. The Engine desktop is the app that you use to maintain your library in, and Engine OS is what is running on the standalone gear for that and DJ. So first, the Engine desktop, they added support for macOS 𝗬𝗪, fixed the security vulnerability, and of course the always there general performance and stability improvements. Yay! And on Engine OS, it gets a little bit more interesting. There we are. There is a new audio format in SoundCloud, and that is now supported. There was an issue fixed where tracks failed to appear in the new and hot on SoundCloud, and of course the general performance and stability improvements. Again, these are just incremental releases. Nothing big in those releases, but I'm still glad that this all is maintained, because that is important. Let's see what else is going. And then DJ Cherokee, it's Cherokee from Ghent, Belgium. Good to have you with us, DJ Cherokee, and welcome here. There were some questions that were sent to me privately about the XDJ-AZ, that is the very big standalone controller from 𝗵𝗶𝗿𝗲, and the CDJ3000x, which is the flagship CDJ unit at the moment. Both of those devices use the device library plus, now named one library, and the problem was that when you have a mixed environment where both the AZ and the 3000Xs were connected, that the AZ and the 3000Xs couldn't share the same Rekordbox exported USB. The trick with that is it is easy to fix, but you have to know it, or otherwise it can be a mystery. Each CDJ unit that you power on automatically gets a number assigned, and you can have a maximum of 4 CDJs in a chain, in a UTP, in a DJ Pro Link chain. Now the problem is the AC has fixed DAC 1 and DAC number 2. That is what the AC is, which means that whatever you connect to that AC needs to be either DAC 3 or DAC 4, and changing the drive numbers fixes the issue, and then the USBs can be shared. So if you want to try that out, then make sure that your CDJs, and specifically the 3000Xs, are on ID number 3 and 4, and then it should work just fine. What else do I have? Like I said, I don't have that much on the list, but there is something going on with the DJ conversion utility if you try to convert from Algoriddim DJ that I didn't mention before, and that I want to explain and show to people, because that can help a lot of artists. Yesterday I was helping an artist who does mainly work with Algoriddim DJ on an iOS device, on an iPhone, and does all his preparation on that DJ iOS device, and he wanted to convert that information to Rekordbox to make CDJ USBs. And the problem is, if you are on an iOS device and you have all your audio files in iCloud, then the desktop version, the macOS version of DJ, doesn't use the same file paths to the audio files, and as a result, if he copied the iOS collection from DJ from the iOS device to his Mac, he could see all the playlists, he could see all the tracks, but none of those tracks would load in Algoriddim DJ, simply because the file paths were pointing to audio files on his iPhone and not on his Macintosh computer. Now there is a relocate function within djay, but that didn't help either. That didn't fix it either. So he was basically sitting there with a very big collection that he wanted to convert to Rekordbox, and nothing was working. And when I was developing the conversion from djay, I already was afraid that something like this was going to happen. So I built in a failsafe into the djay conversion utility. And as a result, what will happen is that when an audio file cannot be found by the djay conversion utility, it will ask iTunes, now called the music app, if that particular audio file is in its collection, and if it is, what the file path is, so djay conversion utility can still find it. Sounds like a mouthful. Let me show you how this works, because seeing is believing if it comes to this. So let's first let's clear out my djay collection. So I have an empty djay collection here, and then let's create a playlist with some tracks. No, I don't need to make a new session. I want a new add playlist, test stream playlist, and then let's add some audio files to that playlist. Not too much, because we don't mind anything, like this. Let's analyze those tracks. So they have those beautiful dynamic beat grids that Algoriddim djay is so famous for. And here we have it. Now these tracks of course will load just fine. Now if I do this, let's quit this and let's change the file path to the audio files and then fire up Algoriddim djay. It can still find them. Alright, that is right. But if I throw them away, it can't. Still can. That's weird. Show in the Finder. Alright. I know that there are some funny stuff going on in djay, but what I want to do is I want to make these sample files disappear, and I know how to do it. I just duplicate it and then I throw this away and I empty the trash. And then let's see what happens. Now it cannot no longer find them. So this is the situation that artist was facing. He had his djay collection from his iOS device inside macOS djay using iFROMBox. There is a tutorial for that on my YouTube channel how you can do that. But none of his tracks would load. But he knew where his tracks were at. He knew exactly where those audio files were stored. And the auto relocate didn't fix that issue for him. So what you do in this situation, if I try to convert this right away, of course, nothing will be found. Let me make sure that my music collection is empty, because otherwise it can still find them, but then like this. Move to the trash. And let's double check that my settings are correct. Yes, that is how I want it to be. So first let me show you what goes wrong in this instance, because like I said, the djay conversion utility cannot find those tracks, which is totally logical because I did hide them actually. So if I say I go from djay and I say start conversion, and then we go to the test stream. And we get this message, none of the audio files could be found. And like I said, this is on purpose, but with this artist, it was not on purpose. What you can do in order to fix this is the following. Just make sure that all the audio files that are used are inside the music app. It doesn't matter if they are in playlist or not, just like I just make sure that all the audio files are in the music app. And now let me show you what happens if we start the DJ conversion utility again. And like I said, this is a failsafe that I built into the DJ conversion utility when converting from Algoriddim DJ. So if I say start conversion, and we want to have the test stream. And now watch here, you see inquiring music. And that is behind the scenes, the DJ conversion utility asking music, do you have a track by this artist, this title and this track length in the collection? And if so, what is the file path to it? And as you can see, everything is now just going fine. This is strange that we get that particular error, but let me make sure that by the way, the conversion was already done, my friend, so we are good to go. But a bit very strange, I know. Let me double check, or let me change that to advanced, others. Where did I hide that? Oh, it should be on the export mode, of course, sorry. Export, come on, you can do it. Preferences. Advanced, others, and this is the ATGR and not the MacBook Pro, but this is the like this. And that is a failsafe that you just saw for x26, but that should work just fine now. And while I'm going over this, waiting for this to end, but that should be pretty quick. There we go. So that way you can fix, even if Algoriddim DJ itself cannot relocate them and you don't want to relocate them manually, you can go around that just by making sure that the audio files are inside the music/iTunes app, and then you can access it whenever you want. And here you've got the DJ playlist. There you are, and here are the tracks. So that was something that I wanted to show, and then let's go to the various things that are happening in the chat. Stineldo, salute buddy. Did you ever help DJs with Showkontrol? I think 𝐀𝐬𝐤 uses this for his lights, fire effects. Yes, Stineldo, that is correct. 𝐀𝐬𝐤 is indeed using Showkontrol for what he calls his sync show. That is all based on Showkontrol. No, I have no experience in helping them out. I have helped various DJs, big name DJs even, to go from their base DJ software, often that was Traktor, to Rekordbox, so they can use Showkontrol. For those of you who don't know what Showkontrol is, Showkontrol is software that can monitor whatever is happening on Alpha Theta / Pioneer DJ standalone gear. That is the simple way to put it. And you can link certain show elements, and show elements are flames, LEDs, videos, whatever you like. And you can synchronize them with whatever is happening on the decks. So whenever somebody says, yo, that is a prepared, or that is a recorded set, because all the show elements are in perfect sync with that set, it's not because it's recorded, it's because they're using Showkontrol. And Showkontrol is programmed when a certain phrase is played in a certain track, or a certain button is pushed at a certain time to do certain things. And because it's all driven by what's happening on the CDJs and the mixer, it is actually synced to the music and what the DJ is doing. So it's a pretty good system. It's also by a Dutch developer, by the way. And it is what is used on all the big stages. And 𝐀𝐬𝐤 is using that for his sync show indeed. So that's correct, Stineldo. But I have never worked with it or helped anybody with it, in all honesty. B-Boy Max says, Ableton has stems now. Ah, that's great. That's good news. That was about time, but great that they have it. Though the DJ, Ableton stem separation was pretty good a few months ago when I tried the beta. Just update to the official version this morning, hoping they cleaned it up a bit more because still left artifacts. Yeah, well, my big the gold standard is still 𝗵𝗃𝐻, which is standalone software that you need to purchase. But the stems that 𝗵𝗃𝐻 produces still sound the best to me. But I can imagine that if the guys from Ableton are incorporating stems, that they should be on par or about the same level as 𝗵𝗃𝐻 stems. So I haven't played with it, I haven't used it yet, but great that Ableton has it. DJ Chekhov TV. I have a question regarding Rekordbox Device Library Plus. Can I still keep my music files on my external hard drive? Yes, you can, because that is something that has nothing to do with Device Library Plus. Device Library Plus, just like Device Library and Device Library Plus these days is called one library, is something that you use when you export from Rekordbox to a USB. And a hard drive is not, you can make it a Rekordbox exported USB, but I wouldn't recommend it. Too slow, and most standalone gear cannot give enough power to power up a hard drive. A DJ friend advised if upgrading and using Rekordbox 7, it's best to have all my music on my Mac laptop hard drive to run Device Library Plus better. No, totally BS. What you are doing, DJ Chekhov, is actually what I recommend. Have all your audio files on a separate volume from the internal drive, and that separate volume can be an external drive, as in your case. It can be a file server, it can be an external SSD, I don't mind, as long as it is a separate volume and not your internal drive. And the whole Device Library Plus thing has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with where you store the audio files of the Rekordbox collection, and the Device Library Plus, or the one library if you like, is created by Rekordbox. And as long as the audio files can be found and are in the place where Rekordbox expects them to be, you'll be good. So don't listen to your friend in this case. Just trust me. If these audio files are just your Rekordbox collection, and let me just show you. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me turn that off. There we go. Because I have all the time in the world. Let's fire up Rekordbox. Let's create a playlist in Rekordbox. Come on, you can do it, Rekordbox. And then we create a new playlist, and we call that playlist From External. Now, my audio files are always stored on a file server named 𝗃𝗃𝗃, so this is actually the same thing as what you can do with your hard drive containing the tracks. And I can just take a few tracks, and those are coming straight from my file server. So if you look at the file path to those files, you see volumes 𝗃𝗃𝗃, and you should see something similar if you have location enabled in Rekordbox with your tracks. Now let's quickly, I didn't want to preview them. I just want to analyze the tracks. So let's analyze them. And then let me find a USB. That was just used to update the 3000x, so that's fine. Let's empty that, delete. And then let's export this to the Untitled drive. By the way, never name your USBs Untitled, because then you don't know what's on it. That's fine, that's all fine. Go ahead, do it. And the export has been gone. And if you look right now under the devices, You have the device library, which is the old way of storing stuff. And you have the one library, which is the device library plus. And as you can see, it just works. Everything is there. We can load it up. That will all work just fine. So don't worry about it, djay-AZ. This just works fine. As long as you keep in mind that a Rekordbox exported USB is not the same as a Rekordbox collection, but I think that is not what you meant. So I think you're totally good and totally safe to do that. Alright folks, that also means that I went through all the topics that I wanted to discuss and then a little bit extra. If you got a question for me right now, then raise your hand in the chat and say, yo Mixmaster G, I have a question, so I can wait a little bit longer for you to ask the question. If not, then we will end the stream in a few minutes, but I'll be back next week. Of course, if you got questions and you are watching this from an archive, you can ask the questions in the comments below, and I'm happy to make it a topic for next week's AMA live stream, if it is suitable for the live stream, of course. Like I said before, this is not monetized, so if you like what I'm doing and you want to help other DJs finding this content, don't forget to give the video thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. But most importantly, tell your DJ friends about the existence of this information, totally free online, and join us each Tuesday 7 o'clock p.m. Central European Time. For now, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all next week. Mixmaster G signing off.